Hello, 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 hello. Hey, this is Cassandra. Welcome to my channel. I crochet here. If you are new, welcome in. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for stopping by and kicking it with me while I teach you today how to do the V-stitch beanie. The V-stitch beanie is a lightweight beanie that you can put on your head during the fall, the summer, or the spring months. I wouldn't suggest that you put it on in winter because it's cold in winter and this has a lot of air pockets. As you can see, it's rather lacy hat. So, it will be comfortable to wear in the spring and the fall. And if you're using cotton yarn, probably the summer. But not every day, but you know what I'm saying. You might want to make a fashion statement or something. Put a little flower on it. You know, a little stuffed face. Like a Mickey Mouse or Hello Kitty or something like that. But anyway, yeah, let's take one more look at it before we get started on this video. I'm using a number 4 weight yarn today and a size H8 hook. And normally I use a I9 hook for this, but I'm using the H8 because I want this to be smaller so the video don't be that long. Okay. I'm using Heartland yarn today from Land brand. You can find this at Michael's or online. It is a number 4 weight yarn, 5 ounces, 142 grams, 251 yards, 230 meters. It is 100% acrylic, premium acrylic if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can use a 5.5 millimeter hook. Is it, what did I say? Yeah, 5.5 millimeter hook or a 5.5 millimeter knitting needles for this. I don't have my glasses on, so I hope I'm saying that right, because I don't normally give all of that information. Anyway, you need this yarn, some yarn. You'll need the hook, the H8 hook. You need scissors, and you'll need your trusty dusty yarn needle. Okay. You can do a slip knot and chain 4 to start off to make a ring, or you can use a magic ring. Today I'm doing the chain 4 thing because when I use a magic ring, for some reason it gathers at the top and I don't like the way that looks. So okay, so that's what I'm doing. Chain 4 and the slip knot, and we're going to go into the first chain link, and we're going to pull through a loop. You got 2 loops on your hook. Slip 1 loop through the other loop to make your slip knot. Let me pull you in. Alrighty. Then we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. And then we're going to put 11 double crochets in the ring with the double crochet, with the chain 2 that starts off. We're going to use that as a double crochet. So you do 11 double crochets plus this makes 12. So we had 4, 5, 6, 7. You can make this with any color that you like. 8. Or any yarn brand that you like. You do not have to use this brand. I'm just using it for today. 9. Today is March 21st, 2025. I started this day off with low energy. Okay, let me check. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, got it. Slip stitch into the top of the chain 2. And from that point, ends frayed, but that's okay. Chain 2, 1, 2. Into the same space, put another double crochet. So I'll put a double crochet there. 1, 2. Yarn over, insert into the next stitch, put 2 double crochets in it. 1, 2. Into the next stitch, 2 double crochets. 1, 2. And you're going to put 2 double crochets in every stitch around until you get back to here. You should have 24 double crochets on this round. See you at the end. Okay. So we made it to our 24th double crochet from doing the 2 in every stitch. And what we're going to do here is we're going to slip stitch into the top of the chain 2. And we're going to chain 2 again. And we're going to put 2 double crochets in every stitch around, including the stitch that we're working in, to make 48 stitches all the way around. So you will have 48 double crochets when you get around this row of double crochets, okay? So that's 2 in every stitch, just like you did in the last row. 2, okay. And I will meet you at the end of the round. Okay, so we at the end of our row, and what we do is we are going to slip stitch around the first chain 2 link. All right, then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. The reason why I said slip stitch around is because I'm working in between the two double crochets. Okay. But that's only for this row, not the other ones. Okay, then you yarn over and you insert into the same space between these 2 double crochets that you just slip stitched into, and you pull up a loop. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and that's going to give you what we call a V-stitch. Because your chain 3 acts as a double crochet and a chain 1 for this row. Then you put the double crochet there. It makes a little space and a little gap, which makes it look like a V. Then we're going to skip the next stitch, and in the following stitch we're going to put another V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet into the same space, just like you see here. See? Skip the next stitch, and in the stitch following that one, put another V-stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch. Okay? Skip the following stitch. Skip the next stitch, and in the following stitch you put 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the same stitch. So you make these little V's like so. V-stitch, 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 V-stitch. Every other stitch. So you should have 24 V-stitches by the time you make it around here. So skip 1, V-stitch, skip 1, V-stitch, skip 1, V-stitch, all the way around. See you at the end of the round. Now you have done that. You got these V-stitches all the way around. It's 24 of them because you had 48 stitches and you skipped a stitch in between each V-stitch that you made. So that leaves you with 24 V-stitches. Slip stitch, oops, my bad. Slip stitch into the middle between the chain 1 space, like that. So that all of your V's will be together like they are all the way around. And you chain 3 again, 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over. Insert into the first chain 1 space, the same one that you slip stitched into. And make a double crochet. Then you're going to skip over to the next chain 1 space. And then you're going to make a V-stitch in that space. Skip these 2 double crochets and into the next chain space you make a V-stitch. So if you notice, now that you're working it like that, your V's are on top of each other. So you got a V-stitch on top of this V-stitch, you got a V-stitch on top of this V-stitch, you got a V-stitch on top of this V-stitch. So every V-stitch should have a V-stitch on top. So skip these 2 double crochets here, but in the next chain 1 space, you make a V-stitch. And you do that all the way around until you get back to the beginning. I'll meet you there and tell you what to do next. Okay, we made it to our end again. You have 24 V-stitches, just like you had 24 in the last row. It will be 24 in every row. Slip stitch into the next chain 1. I should say into the first chain 1. And then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Yarn over and V-stitch in the next this V-stitch here. Right here. Same one you're in. Skip these 2 stitches in the next chain 1 space, V-stitch. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Now you would do this, you will have 24 double crochets, 24 V-stitches on each row until you get, if you use 12. If you use 10, you'll only have 20. Right. But if you use 12, like I said at the beginning, and you're following me, you will have 24 stitches in every stitch around. Not in every stitch. In every row down till you get to where your ears are. Once you get to where your ears are, you got to put your hat on, and measure it. If you're wearing it on your head, you got to measure it. Once you get to where your ears are, then we're going to come back and we're going to teach you how to do the little edging to make your bib or your cuff for you. Now some people may decide to want to make a cuff. I'm not going to do a cuff. I'm going to do an edging or a brim, but it's up to you. Some people can even use this hat as it stands to make a ruffle hat. You can put ruffles at the bottom of it if you like to. That's a different way of wearing it. But it's going to be a little thick around the edges, so you may not want to do that if you want to wear this as a summer hat unless you're using a very light or fine cotton yarn. Now, see how these go all the way down, all the way up, V-stitch, 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 all the way until you get down to just above your ears. Just above your ears, or right at the very tip of your ear lobe. And yeah, and I'll come back then and show you how to make your edging or your brim for your hat. Okay, See you when you get to where your ear is supposed to be. Sorry about that. Okay. So we've made it to where our ears are. Some of you, if you decided that you want your hat to slouch a little bit, you did 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 more rows of V-stitches. Now, we have come to our brim of our hat. So, here, you chain 3. You know what? I'm going to chain 2 because I want mine to be a little bit tighter. In this chain 1 space here, you put 2 double crochets. Because remember, you're using your chain 2 or chain 3 as a double crochet. So you've done that. Skip over to the next chain 1 space here and put 3 double crochets there. 1, 2, 3. Skip over to the next chain 1 space in the next V, and we put 3 double crochets there. You put 3 double crochets in each V stitch around. No chain 1s in between, just 3 double crochets. Get over to the next one, the next V stitch, put 3 double crochets in it. Skip over to the next V stitch, the chain 1. You put 3 double crochets in it. And you do that all the way around until you get back to the beginning of the row or to the end of the row. That's what you should be looking like. No chain 1s, just 3 double crochet. Go to the next chain 1 space, 3 double crochets. Go to the next chain 1 space, 3 double crochets all the way around. See you at the end of the round. Okay, so now we've come to the end. Slip stitch into the top of the chain. Chain 1, 2. Around the first double crochet, you're going to make a front post stitch. If I can find what's going on here. Okay. I don't know what just happened right there. Front post double crochet. In around the back, out the side, bring it to the front. Okay. Yarn over. Go through the back of the stitch, out the front, around the front of the post, and out the back. So it looks like that. Then you yarn over and you pull gently. I said pull gently and it slipped off. It does that sometimes. Till you get the hang of doing it, front post and back post stitch, you're going to have some dropped stitches. Just keep going. Keep trying. You'll get it. Front post the next one. Back post the next one. Front post the next stitch, and back post the next stitch. And you're going to do that all the way around. Front post, back post, front post, back post. Until you get to the end. I'll meet you there. Okay. So we're at the last one. Should be a front post. Double crochet. Slip stitch around the chain space. Around the chain, I'm sorry. Chain 1. And then we're going to do another front post but this time it's going to be a single crochet instead of the double. Single crochet front post, single crochet back post. And this may be a little bit more difficult depending on which kind of yarn you're using, but it's really easy. You're just going in the front post and making a single crochet. That means you do not yarn over. You just pull up a loop, single crochet, single crochet front post, single crochet back post. And you do that all the way around. So your brim is going to be short. Now if you want it longer, you can double crochet, and then you can double crochet front post and back post all the way around, and then you can do the single crochet to end it. But if you want it short like this one, because you really don't need all that extra brim, being that this is a fall hat, a spring hat, or a summer hat that you're making, and you are following me, this should be fine. A little short brim right there, like that. And you do the single front post and the single back post up all the way around until you get to the other end, and then you slip stitch, cut it, get your trusty dusty, and weave in your end, and your hat will be finished. I'm not going to weave in the end with you because you already seen what this looked like. Now, my next video is going to be a scarf made in the V-stitch, and it is also going to be for the summer, the spring, or the fall. And with that, I'm going to meet you at the end of this round. You made it back to your chain one, slip stitch around it. Yarn over and pull through to make a chain one, snip, and then you sew in your end. Okay, your hat will be complete once you sew in your end. Yeah, a little hat for a little head. I don't know, yours might be bigger than mine. My head is not that big and I don't have much hair. There you go. Oh, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of it. I wasn't going to do it. I said I was going to end this video, but I don't know. It's just something about completing it make me want to complete it. Okay. So I just kind of push through. Find the base of the stitches on one of these rows. You know what? I'm just going to go through the stitches as I can go through the stitches. I'm not even going to worry about it. I just got to remember not to go I'm going out the front. This is the only part about it I hate, having to weave these ends in. Especially I don't know where to put the needle. I'm going to end this right here because this is secure enough for me. All right. Now, it's all done. And that's your hat. Wear it well. Enjoy it. Have fun making this hat. Stay creative. Stay crafty. Stay hooked up. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like, share, subscribe. Yeah, hit the like button. The thumbs up thing. Yeah, hit that. Don't make me get gangster with you. Alright. I love you. Peace.